Predictions are by 2023 that people will be running businesses with virtual private assistants or independent agents to interact more naturally with the environment and with other people. So what are virtual personal assistants and independent agents, and how will we use them? Well, VPAs work by the implicit guidance from you, and they're not exactly autonomous, but they do facilitate automation of routine tasks. Uh, they aren't managing more automatic or complex tasks, but that management is coming. The independent agents work in the background. They make decisions based on information they gather. So this is really more of those sensors and the input and the Internet of Things being able to look at the information that's coming in and make decisions based on that. For example, an independent agent might monitor the health of a system like a conveyor belt of peanuts being unloaded from the harvest truck, and then proactively change the software configuration to add environmental or production needs, or to provide a user with interesting insights, such as looking at those peanuts coming off the truck. Is the moisture content too high? If so, these peanuts need longer time in the dryer, or are there a lot of stems and rotten peanuts mixed in there? If so, it targets those items that don't match what it's looking for, shoots a puff of air at it, and knocks it off the conveyor belt. As autonomous things multiply, we anticipate a shift from the isolated intelligent things to more of a swarm or a pack of collaborative intelligent things working together, a model in which multiple devices can know what the other devices actually see and what they're doing. There are many examples of this swarm approach. We can look at like your car navigation app that communicates with other cars to assist you in finding the most efficient route, or to avoid accidents, or tell you where the police are located. We even saw the use of a drone swarm for the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games in South Korea in 2018. They used over 1,200 drones with LED lights to paint pictures in the sky, all the drones knowing where the other drones are and what their part to play in the picture. We see accounting firms using bots to identify processing spikes, and then launch a swarm of bots and distribute the processing load to reduce the time it takes to crunch number or fill forms. So the more bots processing data and filling forms, the more work that they can accomplish with the same staff, and allows humans to focus on higher level tasks. This is similar to what we see with some technology that's out there. Take, for example, the VMware Dynamic Resource Scheduler. DRS will spread the virtual machine workloads across multiple vSphere hosts inside of a cluster and monitor available resources for you. So you may have multiple VMware servers in the cluster, and if the memory or processor is overloaded on one of your servers, DRS will migrate some virtual machines to other hosts within the cluster to balance the utilization of those resources, resulting in better performance. Maybe it's your SQL server that's running a report, and by moving it to a server with more available processing cycles, your report runs in 2 hours instead of 6 hours. There are also solutions that will dynamically allocate cloud resources to workload processing in cloud environments like Azure, allowing you to combine dynamic workload automation and management with the power and flexibility of cloud computing. So not only do you have the dynamic resource capability of moving things around, but you also have the cloud capability of its flexibility of being able to add more memory or processing when needed, and remove memory and processing when it's not needed. Automating the management of like Microsoft Azure instances provides the most effective way to automatically allocate cloud resources to workload processing where and when it's needed. Because the cost of cloud resources like Azure is based on the usage of things like CPU, memory, and disk transactions. So if we can automate the increase and decrease of these resources as we need them, then we lower our cost without decreasing our work product.